right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er video, a little 49er update on all the news and notes that are coming out this weekend on the San Francisco 49ers. That's all coming up next. But first, we're brought to you by Pig and a Pickle. Check them out in Corte Madera or Emeryville. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. Get the brisket chili. Go say hi to Damon and Mary. Tell them that Larry Krueger sent you. And this video is also brought to you by Aura, and we'll tell you more about Aura in a minute. But first, let's talk a little bit about some of the news and notes surrounding the 49ers. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN is reporting that the Niners could be in on veteran linebacker Lavonte David in free agency. And this is an interesting one. Obviously, Greenlaw's hurt. They're looking for a stack backer. There's been all kinds of speculation about Azeez Al-Shaair possibly returning. And now you got Lavonte David hitting the free agent market. And they're projecting that David's going to get somewhere in the neighborhood of about $5 million, which is very reasonable. He's 6'1", 235, always been kind of an undersized stacked linebacker who can really move. Second-round pick by Tampa way back in 2012. He rode the JUCO route to Nebraska. He was incredibly productive at Nebraska. Great speed, great instincts, unbelievable tackle production, and it's continued right into the NFL. He's a very, very productive player. And for a one-year stopgap on Dre Greenlaw, might be the perfect player. Might be absolutely the perfect player. So David would definitely add smarts and aggressiveness and speed and instincts. What's he lost at this point? He's probably lost a little bit of speed, but he's probably a smarter player than he ever was. So look for that name this week, Lavonte David, as the Niners are looking for a linebacker replacement, at least in the short term, for Dre Greenlaw. A couple other notes on the Niners that are really interesting in my mind. They were awarded 5 compensatory draft choices, so I believe they're going to have a total of 12. The Niners also have requested a visit with Utah safety Sione Vaki. And Vaki is 6 feet, about 210, 4'6", 240, 39.5 inch vertical, 20 reps, very productive, smart player at Utah. Vaki would be a good 49er for sure. The Jets have announced that they have signed ex-Niner corner Isaiah Oliver. So Oliver jumps from the 49ers to Robert Saleh's defense and the Jets. According to reports, the Chargers are very open to trading both Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. And they have the second least cap space in the NFL. If LA trades Bosa, they clear over $4 million in cap. His cap hit this year is $36.6 million. So we'll see if Joey Bosa becomes a 49er. Also, congratulations to Brock Purdy. He got married to his fiancée, Jenna Brandt. We wish Brock nothing but great times ahead. And according to a source called NFL Wires, he says he's projecting the 49ers to trade their first-round pick, number 31, their second-round pick, number 63, and their sixth-round pick, number 216, to the Denver Broncos for the 12th pick overall in the draft, which would be an incredible trade if they can make it. To get from 31 to 12 and only have to give your second and a sixth is a very, very reasonable price in my mind to pay to move up into the top dozen picks. And this report says they're going to do so with the idea to draft Talieisi Fuaga, who had an incredible workout in Indy. He's a very productive plug-and-play right tackle that, people can say, well, you just signed, McKivitz for 1 year and $7 million. Well, if you could make this deal and wind up with a pick in the top 12 and get Fuaga, you can put Fuaga at right tackle and let, McKivitz play guard, let McKivitz play center, let McKivitz be the sixth offensive lineman, the swing tackle. There's a lot of different ways you can play your hand of cards there, but I thought that was interesting. If that deal is out there for the 49ers, they probably ought to take it. If they can get from 31 by using their sixth-round pick in their second to move up only, not have to move Ayuk, not have to move any big-time veterans off the team, and still get the 12th pick and wind up with one of the two best right tackles between J.C. Latham and Taliesin Fuaga right there at 12. I mean, that to me is the no-brainer. Fuaga is big and nasty. He's a really good player. He showed awesome footwork at the combine. So if that trade's out there, that sounds like one of the more exciting possibilities of this offseason is trading the first, the second, and the sixth to get into the top 12 in this case and get one of those top offensive tackles. And then Tony Pauline, who's a longtime NFL scout, says with the 49ers are showing draft interest in Illinois linebacker Tariq Barnes. And this is another player that I really, really like. Barnes played at Illinois, 6'1", 230-pound linebacker, 4-year starter. But to me, it's the reports on his total report. He ran 4.53. We know he's a really productive player. He was academic all Big Ten, and he has great instincts, but he also has a wrestling background. So that the wrestling background, the academic all Big Ten, the 4.53 40, the 4-year starter status, the team captain, being the team captain, these are all great things. So, if you have extra time, you want to check out a draft hopeful, go watch some film on Tariq Barnes. As I said, he's not the biggest guy, 6'1", 230. But the 4.5 speed, the smarts, the wrestling background, the leverage that you get from that, being the captain, all conference academic player, a lot to like there. So there you go. Tony Pauline says the Niners are interested in Tariq Barnes coming out of the Illini. Probably going to be a day 2 or early day 3 draft choice. And interesting that they're showing interest in Tariq Barnes. All right, that does it for the 49er update. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being the title sponsor of the Krug Show. And now let's hear from a word from our sponsor of today's video, Aura. Have you ever typed your name on the internet and seen all of your private information is online? Are you tired of receiving tons of spam calls from random numbers? Are you receiving more and more of these as time has gone on? Well, that's where Aura, the sponsor of today's show, can really help you out. Data brokers sell your information to scammers and spammers and anyone else who may want to target you. Your full name, your email, your home address, all your records, your health records, who your relatives are. It's all out there. That's why I've been using Aura. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it also protects me from hackers who could use the information to help them access my social media accounts, my bank accounts, or any other sensitive information. Aura also does so much more to protect me and my family from online threats I can't see. I get other features like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more without having to download several different apps. It's really easy to set up. And best of all, I get everything at one affordable price. I value my privacy and I value yours. You can go to the link in the description to start your 2-week free trial. And thanks to Aura for being a sponsor of The Krug Show. And thanks, of course, to all of you for supporting The Krug Show on YouTube.